Good morning, and thank you to another edition of Pre-Market Pulse Scan. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Thursday, January the 5th, 2017, and the time is 8:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately 30 minutes before the opening bell. Looking at our overnight activity, we have the Dow currently down 8 points at 19,848. Overnight high was 19,869, and the overnight low was 19,825. The Nasdaq 100 is down 5 1/4 at 49.28 1/4. Overnight high was 49.36 half. Low was 49.20 and a half. Looking at the E-mini S&P 500. It's down 2 1/4 points at 22.62. Overnight high was 22.66. The low was 22.58 3/4. The Russell is down 310, may make it 320. At 1383.10. The high was 1386.6, and the low was an even 1381. The Nikkei is down 150 at 19,535. Overnight high was 19,705, and the low was 19,460. Looking at crude oil, it's up 40 cents at $53.65. Overnight high was 53.85. The low was 53.05. The U.S. dollar index slash trade, it's off about 65 ticks at 102.05. The high was 102.50. The low was 101.73. And the euro is up 68 pips at 105.67. The high was 106.05. The low was 105.13. Looking at gold, gold is just made another run up. It's up $12.10 at 1177.20. The high this morning so far is 1179.90, and the low is 1163.60. Silver also making a run up 7 cents at $16.63. Overnight high was $16.75, and the low at $16.45. Now switching over to pre-market, looking at Nugget. Nugget is catching a bid here. Just hit a new session high this morning at $9.42 after closing yesterday at $8.76. So nice movement there. Markets are catching some good momentum here, positive momentum, which is great, and it's starting to lock in on this rally, this move higher. So looks like the algos are starting to work now. Everything is clicking. Metals are starting to move up. One other thing I want to take a look at here in pre-market. Let's see what's going on. Give me just a second. All right, your Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin is really, 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 really surprising. It's down almost $180. Down 178.96 last trade, $950.91 after hitting a whopping $1,153.02. Bitcoin needs to stay above $1,000. If it cannot stay above $1,000, it's going to continue to crash and burn and come back. It's now officially come back into alignment with the US dollar. Once it dropped below 1,000, it put it back on par with the US dollar. So that was a spike up run. Spikes are not good because there's really technically no real trading at a spike. It's just pushing the market at that point. And the fact that the selling, amazing selling came in is very telling about the truth of the Bitcoin market and what this is all about really. We hit an overnight low of $887.47. So we're off the lows, but that's well over a almost $300 move. That's $300 down in a single session. Now, we have not done that. We've moved up $100 in a session since Christmas, but we haven't moved $300 in a session. But we've done it today. I've been warning people about this and trying to tell you that Bitcoin is the dollar and the dollar is Bitcoin. I've done a series on this on my YouTube channel called There Is No Collapse. You probably want to do yourself a favor and watch that video series. You will learn a lot. Usually that's a series that's usually reserved for the Learning Academy, for the Trading Academy, but I put it there for my YouTube subscribers and followers so that you can be educated as well. And that was done free of charge. So moving forward, what is on the table? Well, this first week, just like I said, is going to be the telltale week. Everybody is vying for position. People are coming back from very long vacations, and the markets are trying to digest new economic policy that may or may not be coming around the corner with the inauguration of our newly elected president, Donald Trump. Sounds weird even saying that, but it's true. All right. Taking a look at our pulse waves, I just want to say that if you missed the first pre-market pulse scan for the new year, you probably want to go back and listen to that one briefly, because I give you the rally alerts that we're watching for the week, and you will see that some of those, even though it's a shortened trading week, have already started to play out, some of them even immediately. The first pre-market pulse scan that I do for the week, like Monday morning, that's the one where I include the I'm sorry, I said wiki. It's not a WikiLeaks. The weekly scans for the week. So I give those out on Monday. And then the rest of the week, it's just the daily scans. Okay, moving along. Looking at what we have for rally alerts today, we have some futures on here. We have live cattle, lean hogs, soybeans, cocoa, crude oil. Yep, those are the commodities that we have rally alerts for. It's interesting as this dollar is pulling back that now it's allowing the commodities to start to catch bids, which that's what's supposed to happen when the markets aren't being messed with. We do have rally alert in AG today, First Majestic, which is awesome. Um, Conversely, we have rally alerts for the euro. We have a rally alert for um, let's see, GDX, GDXJ, both still have rally alerts. GameStop, my favorite retail outlet, has a rally alert. JNUG and Nugget still have rally alerts. And let's see, the Silver Miners, SIL ticker symbol, has a rally alert. Oh, believe it or not, Walmart has a rally alert, you guys. Walmart. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Walmart. Can Walmart rally here? I don't know. I mean, retailers generally coming off the Christmas, holiday season, that's usually when you know, they go south, especially if they had really terrible Black Fridays and whatnot. But I don't know. We'll have to watch this one and see. But it is showing um, that it is the longer term trend is still bullish, but it's been in a corrective phase. It's been in a retracement. And that retracement is still locked in on the negative side. So this one's going to be interesting. If anything, I would be curious to watch to see if the rally alert doesn't play out, if it crashes and burns and catches a downward draft in momentum today, to be honest with you. Okay, looking now at switching our focus to our swing trade alerts, the 311s, which is your second primary signal, which is powerful also. You got quite a few there. Looks like we have gold and silver futures showing locked in. Bitcoin has one, but unfortunately, it didn't play. Actually, it did play out, but it played out the night before. So on the Bitcoin, technically speaking, you would have got in, but if you weren't watching it or whatever, you would have got stopped out, and you would have got stopped in short, and you would have been up on your short position right now on the Bitcoin. And that is right on the left hand side of the column of the sheet which says Bitcoin USD. That's the one I'm talking about. It still shows the locked in uptrend as of yesterday's close, and that's where we are right now. So this one is an interesting one. Is it going to bounce from these lows and prove that that was just wild profit taking, or has the bull trend come to an end? It is looking like the bull trend has come to an end temporarily. The short-term top is in on the Bitcoin as of what we're seeing based on the overnight price movement. If it cannot close above 1,000 today, then yes, the short-term top is in Bitcoin, and that's all she wrote. Let's see, copper has a swing trade alert on that. People have been asking me about what is it? Uranium. So let me see. I haven't really ever done anything with uranium personally, but let's see what we got. All right, uranium, ticker symbol URA and ticker symbol URRE. So those are the two uranium plays under the in play tab. Okay. Both of those are interesting to look at. Let's see. Let's go with the URA first. URA, the long-term trend is still bullish, but it's been in a retracement, and it is locked in on the downside. However, we do have a positive 40 swing VIX. 40 is a positive swing VIX. So what that could mean is that the market bounced in the prior session, trading session, and it could be setting the market up for the next leg down, meaning the rally is going to be sold, or it's enough momentum built into the bounce to cause a breakout. So that's how you read that. So uranium right now is looking at a possible breakout for Thursday's trading session. All right, and the entry price is not far removed from the market, so you got to watch that one closely. Likewise, looking at ticker symbol URRE, I didn't realize that this was a stock trading at $1.75 a share. This is very interesting. This one has caught my attention, only because uranium is a commodity, so it's not going anywhere. This stock is not going to zero. This ETF is not going to zero. Um, Is a stock or ETF? I don't even know what this is. That's another thing about trading. I don't give a darn what the ticker symbol is, who the CEO of a company is, if it's an ETF, if it's a stock. Who gives a darn? I just care about where the profit is coming in the next trade. Is it liquid enough? Is it volatile enough? Can it make me money? That's all I care about. So you have to excuse my ignorance when some of these, I don't even know what they are. I just trade them. Who cares? But this one being $1.75 looks delicious. I like that. And it's not going anywhere. So on this one, I like it. I need to do a little bit of chart work on it just to see what's what. But it looks like it's been sustained, around this $1.50 level for some time. Hasn't really moved in quite some time. I see here in the past it's gotten as high as $3.75. Didn't sustain it though. Okay, I see going back even further. If you go back a year ago to date, it was, at the $5-6 level. I see back in 2015 it hit even $10 level. So this stock has potential to go up. I see it's even been in the $15 level back in June of 2015. Even $17 going back to April of 2015. Okay, so that being said, this has the potential to move up at least $10 from where it is today. So I'm seriously thinking about looking into that one strongly. So we'll see. Another weird thing today to take a look at is your UUP, your U.S. dollar index ETF. Now it doesn't have a rally alert, but it does have a crash alert. So that is that's interesting, and we are pulse waving positive. You see the 78 under the positive momentum column, and I'm talking about ticker symbol UUP. But that 9/11 crash alert is kind of telling. I think it gives more credence to the the inverse ETF rally alert. So yeah, that's what we're seeing. As far as other crash alerts, I have a crash alert in the U.S. dollar index futures. I have a crash alert for oil under ticker symbol DIG. I have a rally alert for dust. I'm sorry, I said rally alert. Crash alert for dust. Crash alert for DIG. Crash alert for the dollar. That crash alert in dust gives further credence to the rally alert nugget. Also, I have a crash alert in. Oh, the Japanese yen has a crash alert. Interesting. So yeah, this is something else. Yeah. So basically, the dollar space today has crash alerts. Can't ignore it. These are bona fide alerts, and it is what it is. So anyway, we're gonna be watching. I'm not calling a top in the stock market. I don't see any evidence of that. Just because the market's pulling back slightly, that doesn't mean a thing. I do not have a crash alert in equities. You have not heard me say anything about crash alerts in equities. I do have swing trade alerts, though, which are the second most powerful signal on the sheet. Can't ignore it, but it's still not a crash alert. But it's something you got to look at. It means that the market could be pulling back. Crude oil has the 311. We got a 311 in the QQQ, the TQQQ, the Russell TWM, and also in the Euro space. I mentioned that. Also, but the weirdness is that we have a 311 in the UVXY. So that gives further credence to the rally in the SVXY. Does that make sense? So these are just things to watch. As a matter of fact, the UVXY is still locked in on the downside. We have a 70 under the downtrend column, which is a locked-in bear market, and then we have the 311 swing trade. So it's the system is saying stay short on the UVXY, which gives further credence to the rally in the stock market. So in other words, I don't see anything coming to fruition from the pullback in the QQQ and the TQQQ. If anything, it will be probably just a small pullback, if anything. And then you go back to the rally alerts and take a look at these, like the SQQ and whatnot. Let's see. The SQQ doesn't really have a signal. It's really weird. It's showing that it's in a downtrend locked in, right? You have a negative swing VIX, but then you have an 11 under the positive momentum column, which just means that the pullback in the SQQ could be setting up for a rally because the 11 supersedes a 40. As far as signals go, an 11 supersedes a 40. And the reason for that is the 11 is the major signal. A 40 takes place within the major signal. Say that again. A 40 reading under your positive and negative momentum column can occur in or outside of an 11 under the positive or negative momentum column. The 11 is a major signal because it's a a bot check, a robotic algorithm indicator, like trend indicator. So any trend that's showing under the positive momentum or negative momentum column is a big deal. If a 40 pops up, if you have a 40 and an 11, the 11 supersedes it. So if the 11 is under the positive momentum column and the 40 is under the negative momentum column, it means that the momentum, the algorithms are locked in on the upside. So it's bullish, but the 40 just means that within that bullish cycle, you had a pullback. The pullback normally could be just setting up for the next leg up and breakout in that market, regardless of where the trend is. So in this example, in the SQQQ, we have a 70 downtrend. So we know that we're in a downtrend, but then we have a 40, which is a negative swing VIX. But then we have an 11 under the positive momentum column. So this negative swing VIX in this bear market is occurring under the auspices of a positive momentum shift, which means we could be hitting a bottom. All right. So it's very interesting. So we could be seeing the beginning phases in the algorithms of a top in the NASDAQ at least, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. We need more data, we need more time, we need more price action to make that determination. But right now, that's what it's showing. That's why I love algorithms, because they give you the complete story that the charts can't do. And with that said, come on over to postwavetrading.com. Sign up for the weekly post-wave price trigger so you can make some money, hedge your portfolio, and learn about the markets through the Learning Academy, postwavetrading.com. And the rest of you, I'll see you in the trading room. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can, give nothing back. It was 105.13. Looking at gold. Gold is just made another run up. It's up $12.10 at 1177.20. The high this morning so far is 1179.90, and the low is 1163.60. Silver also making a run up 7 cents at $16.63. Overnight high was $16.75, and the $53.65. Overnight high was 53.85. The low was 53.05. The U.S. dollar index slash trade, it's off about 65 ticks at 102.05. The high was 102.50. The low was 101.73. And the euro is up 68 pips at 105.67. The high was 106.05. The low overnight high was 19,869, and the overnight low was 19,825. The Nasdaq 100 is down 5 1/4 at 49.28 1/4. Overnight high was 49.36 half. Low was 49.20 1/2. Looking at the E-mini S&P 500, it's down 2 1/4 points at 22.62. Overnight high was 22.66. The low was 22.58 3/4. The Russell is down 310, may make it 320, at 1383.10. The high was 1386.6, and the low was an even 1381. The Nikkei is down 150 at 19,535. Overnight high was 19,705, and the low was 19,460. Looking at crude oil, it's up 40 cents. Good morning, and thank you to another edition of Pre-Market PULSESCAN. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Thursday, January the 5th, 2017. And the time is 8:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately 30 minutes before the opening bell. Looking at our overnight activity, we have the Dow currently down 8 points at 19,848.